B&B spoilers. Did Dylan and will just make Daphne a baby? The latest The Bold and the Beautiful asterisk speculation has fans buzzing with one jaw-dropping question. Could Daphne be pregnant? And if so, who is the father? As emotions spiral, relationships fracture, and secrets become harder to hide, Salem-style twists seem to be making their way into Lowe's Angels. If recent events are any indication, Dylan, Will, and Daphne may be heading toward one of the biggest storylines of the year. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the clues are beginning to pile up, and viewers know better than to ignore the show's subtle hints. Could a shocking baby bombshell change everything? A night that changed everything. Daphne has been caught between complicated emotions for weeks. She has tried to convince herself that she knows exactly what she wants, but matters of the heart rarely follow a simple path. Her growing connection with Dylan has been impossible to ignore, yet her unresolved feelings involving will have continued to cloud every decision. After several emotionally charged encounters, one impulsive evening may have changed all three of their lives forever. Whether it was a moment of weakness, confusion, or genuine passion, Daphne now finds herself facing a situation she never expected. If she discovers she's pregnant, the question won't simply be whether she's ready to become a mother. It will be determining who the father actually is. Dylan's world could collapse. Dylan has spent months trying to prove that he deserves a fresh start. Despite his mistakes, he has shown maturity and a willingness to fight for the people he loves. That growth could be put to the ultimate test if Daphne reveals she's expecting. If Dylan believes the baby is his, he'll likely feel responsible for stepping up immediately. Family has always mattered to him, and he won't want history to repeat itself. However, responsibility doesn't always guarantee happiness. The emotional weight of unexpected fatherhood could derail every plan Dylan has made for his future. Even worse, if questions emerge about the baby's paternity, Dylan may find himself competing with Will in a battle that extends far beyond romance. Will faces his biggest shock yet. Will has already endured heartbreak after heartbreak. Every time he believes his future is finally becoming clear, another obstacle appears. Learning that Daphne might be carrying his child would completely rewrite his life. At first, Will might deny the possibility altogether, but once the timeline begins making sense, panic could quickly replace disbelief. Fatherhood isn't something he expected to face so soon, especially while his personal relationships remain so unstable. Yet viewers know that Will has a compassionate side. Once the initial shock wears off, he may decide to embrace the responsibility, even if doing so costs him the future he imagined with someone else. That decision could spark an emotional showdown, unlike anything fans have seen recently. Daphne holds the biggest secret. No one stands to lose more than Daphne herself. If she suspects she's pregnant but isn't sure who the father is, every conversation becomes dangerous. Does she tell Dylan first? Does she confide in Will? Or does she keep the secret while quietly arranging a DNA test after the baby's birth? Soap history has shown that hidden paternity stories rarely stay hidden for long. The longer Daphne waits, the greater the fallout when the truth finally explodes. Friends will feel betrayed. Families will choose sides. Romantic relationships may never recover. Family loyalties will be tested. A surprise pregnancy never affects just 3 people in The Bold and the Beautiful. Parents, siblings, and longtime friends inevitably become involved. Some family members will encourage Daphne to tell the truth immediately. Others may pressure her to protect one man's future over another's. Meanwhile, Dylan's loved ones could insist he fight for parental rights before the baby's arrival. Will's family may urge caution, warning him not to make life-changing decisions until science confirms the truth. The conflicting advice would only increase the emotional pressure on everyone involved. A DNA test could become the year's biggest reveal. Soap fans know one universal rule. Never assume you know the father until the DNA results arrive. Even if every clue points toward Dylan, or Will, the writers could still deliver an unexpected twist. Medical records can disappear. Test samples can be switched. Characters can manipulate evidence. A seemingly simple pregnancy storyline often transforms into months of mystery. Imagine the suspense if everyone prepares for Dylan to become a father, only for the DNA test to reveal Will instead. Or perhaps the opposite occurs. Either outcome would reshape multiple relationships overnight. Romance may not survive. Regardless of who the biological father turns out to be, trust has already been damaged. If Dylan feels Daphne wasn't honest with him, forgiveness won't come easily. If Will discovers important information was hidden, he may question whether he can ever believe Daphne again. Love can survive many obstacles in daytime television, but deception creates scars that linger. Even couples determined to stay together often struggle under the pressure of lingering doubts. The pregnancy itself could become less important than the emotional damage caused by secrets. New rivalries could begin. Unexpected bobbies often create unlikely enemies. Dylan and Will have managed to coexist despite romantic complications, but fatherhood changes everything. If both men believe they have a claim to Daphne's future, competition could replace respect. Arguments may become physical. Business rivalries could intensify. Even mutual friends might be forced to choose sides. The conflict would stretch far beyond romance and affect nearly every corner of the show's interconnected families. Could there be another twist? Just when viewers think they've figured everything out, the bold and the beautiful loves introducing another surprise. What if Daphne's pregnancy symptoms turn out to be something else? What if early medical information proves inaccurate? Or what if another secret from the past suddenly resurfaces, changing the timeline completely? Soap operas thrive on keeping audiences guessing. Every clue can be interpreted in multiple ways until the official reveal finally arrives. That's exactly why fans continue debating every meaningful glance, every emotional conversation, and every suspicious moment. Looking ahead. Whether Daphne is truly pregnant or not, the possibility alone has already sparked enormous speculation among fans. A baby storyline involving Dylan and Will would instantly become one of the show's biggest emotional arcs, forcing every character involved to confront difficult choices about honesty, responsibility, and love. If the writers choose this direction, viewers should prepare for weeks of suspense, heartbreaking confrontations, and shocking revelations. Friendships could end, romances could crumble, and families could be permanently transformed by a single life-changing secret.